All right, friends, welcome to day number 3 of the Club 12 Habit Building Challenge. Dean Bokhari here, and by now, you should have a few things in place. Right? You should have the one major habit, the most important habit that you want to build to support the most important goal that you've got right now. You should also have a tiny version of that habit to help you get started with taking action. And you should have a habit stack in place to make your new routine take hold as well. So now that you've identified that most important habit for yourself, you've created a tiny version of that habit as well to stack on top of one of your existing habits. Let's dive in to what we're talking about today in day number 3. Now, today we're going to cover an often overlooked technique that can quickly help you turn almost any behavior into an automatic habit. And that idea is this. It's about designing a frictionless environment. Because look, if your environment is fighting with you, right, if it's holding you back, your environment's going to win. As human beings, we're wired to take the path of least resistance. And if you want to build new habits, strong habits, you've got to set up an environment that's conducive to your success. Right? For instance, if you want to build a daily guitar playing habit, but your guitar is zipped up and in a case in the back of your closet, you're not going to play. If you want to develop healthy eating habits, but your fruits and vegetables are stuffed in the back of your fridge while the chocolate chip cookies are sitting right there on the counter, you're probably going to reach for the cookies, aren't you? Right? To make it easier to do the habits that you want to design an environment that makes it easier to start the habits that you want. Right? You want to make it as frictionless as possible to reach for the apple instead of the cookie. Right, by making the cookies harder to reach and the apples easier to reach. Right? If you want to practice playing your guitar every day, you want to designate a dedicated place to practice. Right? You want to place your guitar in plain view. And ideally, you want to practice playing at the same time each and every day. Right? Dr. Wendy Wood out of USC, the University of Southern California, she's a leading researcher on habits, and what she has shown is that the friction in our environment dictates our actions more than our actual desires do. Right? In one study, for instance, the simple act of moving a bowl of popcorn a little bit outside of the participants' reach actually reduced how much popcorn they ate, regardless of how much they liked popcorn or not. Right? So you want to make the good things frictionless and the bad things hard, right? Because even the slightest little tweak can make a major difference for you. So here's your actionable insight for today. Step 1 is I want you to think about the habit that you want to build, right? Think about it right now, have it in mind, and then ask yourself the following question. What's the one thing that I can do to make it easier for me to start this habit? Right? If your habit is to read one page of a book after you brush your teeth in the morning, but you keep on forgetting to do it, right? Just take the book and put it on your bathroom counter to make it easier for you to start right after you brush your teeth. Boom. If your habit is to do some stretching each morning, right? Leave your yoga mat unrolled right next to your bed. It'll make it easier for you to start. If your habit is to hit the gym every day after work, but going home after work, right? Getting ready for the gym, putting on your gym clothes, getting your gear ready, making your protein shake so you can have it after your workout, all that stuff, right? If that is a friction point that keeps you from working out, that prevents you from going to the gym after work, well, grab a duffel bag, put your gym gear inside the duffel bag the night before, and then take it with you to work so you can hit the gym immediately after you get out of the office. Boom. Right? If your habit is to drink more water, you want to drink a full glass of water every morning, but you keep on avoiding it over and over and over again, well, fill up a bottle of water, place it on your nightstand before you go to bed each night, and boom, that way you wake up in the morning, you'll see the water, it'll be easier for you to drink it. It's about removing the friction points, right? These are examples of minor tweaks with major impact, so please don't dismiss them as inconsequential. Try them. You might be surprised by the results. So use the question I just shared with you, right? What's one thing I can do to make it easier on myself to start this habit I want to build? And ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question to pin down at least one friction point that prevents you from engaging in the behavior you want to develop into a habit, and adjust your environment accordingly. So go ahead and do today's challenge, and I'll see you tomorrow in day number 4 of the Habit Building Challenge.